Out of the land of Poland there came a band of refugees. A nomadic company now arrived at the Transcaucasian foothills after an exodus that started 4 years ago. The fragment of a migration which has wended its laborious way through Russia to Persia. You see here a typical family caught up in the pathetic tide. Their name is Kowalski, a family of 6. Father, mother, grown-up son and daughter, and 2 small children. They have managed to escape the separation which has broken so many thousands of other families. The Kowalskis are symbolic of the spirit which no dictator can prise loose from a nation. For 4 years, these emigres from tyranny have stuck together. During their wanderings, mothers have given birth to children on a bed of salvage. Those precious bundles they cling to, containing objects of a family's worship, and held on to because they're made beautiful by memory. Journey's end, the promised land, the reward of infinite suffering as the band of pilgrims arrives at its destination, to be overwhelmed by their countryfolk already living on Persian soil. To intrude upon this scene of paradise is to witness the frantic search for relatives, the strength of feeling which, as loved ones are found, sweeps this refugee camp like a forest fire and consumes everything in a blaze of unfettered emotion. To this temporary home near the Caspian Sea came Pathé cameraman Terry Ashwood. From the frontier to this home for the homeless, he had followed their journey. Now, within the enclosure, he sees establishment officers registering the newcomers. The victims of Poland's agony find a haven of rest in Persia. British and American Red Cross associations supply them with new clothing. Small wonder if these suffering people had given up hope of ever finding happiness again. See how already the Kowalski family are reacting to their good fortune. The first simple act of kindness has acted like refreshing rain to a thirsting flower. What elation comes from a new frock, a clean shirt, and shoes for men and women who have walked barefooted for hundreds of miles. The Kowalski family stride out in the grounds of their new home. Only those who have known hardship and privation can experience real happiness. They know now where their next meal is coming from. Here is food, shelter, and a brotherhood which, having stood the test of suffering, is nobler than all the riches in the world. In this Iranian amphitheater, the community of Polish refugees sing and dance once more. No opera house or theater has known such happiness in an audience. Entertainment is not sold here. It's as free as the air in which it's given. You're looking at a family which has lost everything but its soul. They find their wealth now in something far greater and lasting than material things, stripped bare of their worldly belongings, yet rich in the spiritual blessings which no power on earth can bring to those who hate them. For this enriching of the spirit, the Kowalskis give thanks to God. By this act of devotion, this congregation exposes the shabby world in which we live. The humble and meek shall be exalted. To the canvas city comes the camp commandant. Able-bodied men and women are given the opportunity to retrieve their homes. The Kowalskis talk it over. The Poles know where their duty lies. Their minds are soon made up. They're not people to hide behind the efforts of others. Father, son, and daughter are going out to carry on the fight. In the ranks of these marching girls, you'll see the grown-up daughter of a noble family, one of the great-hearted folk from the town of Tambowla in Poland. The head of the family and the eldest son have become soldiers in the 5th largest army in the service of the United Nations. And there's another fighter for freedom. Her name is Mother. She belongs to another army, the army with as much courage as any warrior legion. The mothers work and wait. The little Kowalskis are at school. Somehow their young minds have to be got rid of all the ugly things they've seen. We'll say goodbye now to Mother, daughter, son and father, the fighting Kowalskis who came over the Caucasian hills to Persia. We are honored to have met them.